growing up, when I was in junior high, I am very quiet. Most of my classmates and my professors and my teachers as well say that I'm very quiet. I'm just usually in the corner, just sitting around and just like that expression where I'm too quiet and I'm too serious. And I do have that desire to be confident. However, there are actually challenges that I have in life, like worrying what other people think or knowing how I don't know how to be confident. I don't know where to start. I am struggling at that point, and I realize myself as I grow older, like a teenager. I saw myself that I couldn't see myself when I'm an adult. I would still be the same like that. So I decided to make a change and you know change myself. I did have a desire. I did have a purpose that I have to transform something. So I got a plan. And this video is all about discovering and revealing those plans so that I can give it to you as well to share to you. First of all, I did mention is that one of my plans to overcome that fear and so really have confidence is to destroy that ego image that you have. If you have something to protect like your dignity or your attractive face or you always want to seem perfect to other people, then chances are you're overly conscious about yourself. You'll end up not talking to other people. And then you'll end up just being alone and because you're so conscious about yourself and you just over be protective about yourself, you just go in the corner and never talk to anyone. So the first thing you need to do is to destroy your ego self-image. And then next one is to create your positive self-image. Like for example, you're dealing with a negative thought that I'm so ugly. The next thing that you need to do is not to fight that negative energy, but to actually counter it with positive ones, to do the opposite. And let just that negative thinking that you have to be embraced about yourself. And to also not to remove that. So what I'm doing is, for example, I said I'm ugly, I just replace it with five positive thoughts. So like, I'm confident, I'm attractive, and skillful as your qualities. You appreciate yourself. Then that becomes automatically your identity because your brain you program your brain to believe in that mindset. And that mindset, that thinking, that thought becomes actions, and then that becomes you. So when I tried the first time to talk with one person every day to boost my confidence, the first thing that I did is like I was overthinking. I was in the point where today is I'm in a classroom and I have to talk with one person, and then it did not happen. So that's the thinking where I was overcautious. What I can't just say, I can't even say hi. So I was just like whirling around in the classroom, and then I was like pretending to read on my phone, just like approaching a person, and then just like this one pretending I'm watching a look at my phone, but actually I just want to talk with him or her. And then it didn't happen. It just happened later on in the classroom. I just like it's so awkward, I think, in that process. But I think they haven't like noticed that awkwardness. But in the first part, being confident and also stepping on out of your comfort zone is very hard at first. But when I began to like do that, have conversation with people, I never regretted it because I was actually been able to meet uh, new people that have the same identity as me, or have the same perspective, or have a common traits, or have a diverse one. The first thing is I judge them because I judge them based on their looks and oh, this is not friendly. But totally, it was the opposite, and that's why I regretted the most. So I do recommend that you start with small ways, and then you start rewarding yourself in those small ways, not just after a week, but a after after accomplishing that goal. Like for example, talking to a random stranger. I know it's quite hard. Even if you fail, you still reward yourself because you've learned. At least you tried. You take action. And when I began to reward myself with a cookie, I started like feeling fulfilled again and feeling motivated, and that it creates a new fuel for me to be motivated to talk with you. And then it starts where, like, I felt I felt fulfilled for how many years, because I was able to talk with a person out of my comfort zone, and that's what I'm missing. I'm not missing 100. Last time I was feeling I need 100%, but to be exact, um, I do need one person to talk with, someone whom I can encourage. And then I felt fulfilled. I felt confident when I walk into other people. And there's a lot of people in public right now. Yeah. So I'm not really conscious. I mean, I'm not really sanay o napag-usap sa mga public. I'm not really used to public vlogging, but I use this to show that I'm overcoming my my fear for the sake of the video. And I'm also practicing myself as is in the process to vlog in public. I began to love failure. I began to love struggles because I know that when I pray to God that to give me strength, to give me courage, is to, do the opposite as well. He gave me the encouragement to vlog in the public and, not care what other people think. And I also read from the book that says that in order to overcome in order to overcome worrying about what other people think, is there two acts. Number one, you don't care about people. You don't care to think about them after this event or after you talk with the other person that you care the most. At the end of the day, you're just thinking about yourself always. And number two, people don't care about you. After this vlog, after this session, they won't even remember. They won't even remember my face. And then even if they're asleep, even if they're just home or after I've been gone here, and I'm just going to be your person who's just like up like a bubble and just like went missing. So that's the thing. That's the truth. And I took a little grudge on that. Oh, people don't care about me. But that also created me a confidence as well. That to, I work with other people because they don't really care. They'll probably forget me. And who cares? You're going to judge you anyways. Either the way, if you don't do it or do it as well. Body language is actually everything for me. Body language is actually important. For example, in your posture, when I tend to like curve down my back, I felt like the anxiety, the negativity that I have in my, I don't know why. That's just gestures. But when I straighten my back, I felt confident. I felt amazing. And that's just a part of it. So body language is everything for me. Body language is how you make people safe. If you're like a man who just like closes his body or blocks it with his hand, then you're probably hiding something and people are uncomfortable at you. But when you, as a man, you expand your body and then you show your chest instead of hiding it with using your hands, then practically you'll be more sense as something is approachable and more positive than usual. And then the next thing that we have to is to love. Many, even AI, ChatGPT, or coaches out there say that we have to have like network with people, build your confidence or something like that. But the problem with self-esteem or self-confidence building that, they forgot to develop self-love. So self-love is the number one. If you love yourself, you will love others automatically. It's according to Matthew 22 verse 39, I think it says that love your neighbors as yourself. So which means for me, based on my interpretation, that you can't love your neighbors if you don't love yourself. So the key to communicating with other people is to communicate with love because you care for them, not because you value your dignity or you love yourself, something you're becoming overcautious, but to actually start from loving yourself. Because if you love yourself, you already is complete. You don't need other people's validation or other people's thinking or praise because you're independent and you already have this in your inner self. That, oh, I love myself. It doesn't matter what other people think. Listen, visualization, still working on it as well. When it comes to building my confidence. So I tend to visualize things that I'm manifesting things that I'm successful manifesting. I mean, I'm already telling myself like it's true that I'm confident I can do this and that. I imagine things that that would be successful, and I lower my expectations. So end of the day, I'm still successful because I already programmed my brain. And whatever, if you program your mind, you will develop your actions, and then actions again becomes a habit. So that would be it. Those are my plans that I've already implemented. I'm not going to share to you if I not did not implement it or have an experience on. Yeah. Do you have any questions, clarifications, and concerns? Just comment down below. Apparently, here at my school, many people are looking at me, and then that's not really good. It's many people are looking at me. So, yeah, that's it.